Hello everyone, Cousin here back on Sudoku on New York Times. Today is May 14th, 2024. Let's start today's hard Sudoku. Okay, so let's see. I see that these 9s point down and this also sees another 9. So in block 7, the digit 9 is forced into one of these two cells. These 9s point right and this cell sees another 9. These 9s point right. Oh, and the digit 9 in block 8 is forced into one of these two cells, and that's all I'm going to mark for 9s. There are 9s, either given or marked in every block. That's good. Alright. This 3 points left and this 3 points up. So in block 4, the digit 3 is forced into row 5. Oh, another thing that I see is in column 4. In column 4, the digit 3 is still missing. These 3 open cells see 3, and this cell also sees another 3. So this cell is the only cell available for 3, so it has to go here. Again, this cell is the only open cell for 3 to go in this column, so it has to go here. And then these 3s point right, so in block 9, the digit 3 is forced into this cell, which then places the 3 into one of these two cells in block 6. These 6s point down, and this cell sees another 6. Okay, I do see that in column 4, the digits that go in these open cells are quite limited. 2, 4, 6, and 8 are the digits that go in these open cells. This cell sees 6 and 8, so it can only contain either 2 or 4. This cell sees 2 and 8, so it's either 4 or 6. This cell sees 6, so it's 2, 4, or 8. But because this cell sees 6, so the digit 6 in column 4 is forced into one of these two cells, and that eliminates 6s from all other open cells in block 5. Okay, these 8s point down to force the digit 8 into this cell in block 7. And then this 8 points right to force the digit 8 into row 9 in block 9, which then eliminates 8 from this cell. Now in column 4, this cell sees 8, this cell sees 8, and this cell also sees the 8 from block 9. So in column 4, the digit 8 is forced into this cell. After that, the 6 has to go here, because the other two cells see 6, so it has to go here for this column. And then these 6s points right, and this cell sees another 6. Okay, in block 8, the digit 8 is forced into one of these two cells. In column 1, 2, 4, and 7 are the digits that go into the open cells. This cell sees 2, and this cell sees 4. Now, this 2 points down, and this also sees 2. So in block 7, the digit 2 is forced into one of these two cells. Let's keep filling in some some cells, I guess. So in row 6, 3, 4, 5, and 7 are the digits that go into the open cells. 3, 4, 5, 7 sees 3, so it's only for 4, 5, or 7. 3, 4, 5, and 7. This cell sees 3 and 4, so it's only 5 or 7. The cell sees 4, so it's 3, 5, 7. The cell sees 7, so it's 3, 4, 5. In row 4, 2, 4, 5, and 7 are the digits that go into the open cells. This cell sees 2, so it's 4, 5, 7. This cell sees 4, so it's 2, 5, or 7. 2, 4, 5, 7. This cell sees 2 and 7, so it can only contain either 4 or 5. And there we go. These 4 cells are only for 3, 4, 5, and 7. Look again. These 4 cells only contain the digits 3, 4, 5, and 7. So because these 4 cells can only contain the same 4 digits, so that eliminates these 4 digits from all other open cells in the same block. So that means this cell cannot contain a 5, and none of these cells can contain 3, 4, 5, or 7. And you can further say that because in these 4 cells, 7 is forced into row 6 in these 2 cells. So that also, wait, yeah, what am I doing? I just eliminated 7 here, but anyway, 7 here is eliminated as well, because we know that 7 must go into one of these 2 cells. So 7 here is eliminated. Otherwise, this would not work later on. So the most important thing is that the cell originally can only contain 2, 5, and 7, but now from the 3, 4, 5, 7 quad, I've eliminated 5 and 7 from this cell, making the cell a 2. So I can place the 2 here. After that, this cell can only contain a 4, because it sees 2 now, and this cell is a 2, which then places the digit 2 into this cell in block 7, and then the 6 goes into this cell. Also, I can mark down the 6 into one of these 2 cells in block 8. This 4 eliminates 4 from this cell and makes this cell a 5. Yeah, because as I just mentioned, 7 is guaranteed to be in one of these 2 cells in this quad. So that eliminates 7 from this cell, plus the 3 and 4, which all of them makes this a 5. Which then makes this a 7, and this a 3. Okay, leaving a 4-5 pair behind. Oh, but now this cell is a 4 to finish off row 6, and then this is a 5. This is a 7, 4, and then there's a 2-7 pair up here. Alright, these three cells are for the digits 1, 6, and 9. These two cells form a 2, 7 pair, and these two cells form a 3, 5 pair. In row 8, 1, 8, and 9 are the digits that go into the open cells. So this cell sees 8, this cell sees 9, and this cell sees 1. So all of them are bi-values. What I mean by bi-values, basically that cell can only contain 2 possible digits. The digit 7 in block 7 is forced into one of these 2 cells. Okay, so in block 9, these 2 cells see 5 and 7 in the same column. And 5 and 7, both of these 2 digits, still have to go somewhere in block 9. And it cannot go into these 2 cells. So only 2 open cells are available for both 5 and 7, forming a 5-7 pair and eliminating all other digits from these 2 cells. And after 8 is eliminated from this cell, it is forced into this cell in block 9 because this cell sees 8. And the 5-7 pair also means that this cell is a 1, which eliminates 1 from this cell. In column 9, the 3 open cells are for 3, 6, and 9. This cell sees 9. This cell is all from 3, 6, and 9. Oh, but now this cell sees a 7, so I can place the 5 and 7 like this. This 7 helps place the 7 into this cell in block 7, which then places the 9 into this cell. This 9 actually finishes off row 8. 1 and 4 go into the remaining 2 open cells in block 7, but this cell sees 1. So there we go, I can place the 4 and 1 like this, points up, and this cell also sees 1. So in block 1, the digit 1 is forced into this cell. The cells for 3 or 5 for this column, and then these 3 cells are for 3, 4, and 5. But this cell sees 4 and this cell sees 4. So 4 is forced into this cell in column 2. And then this cell sees 5, so the 5 goes here, 3, 5, 3. Okay. These 2 cells are for 5 and 6, but this cell sees 5, so they go like this. Down here we got, well, one of them's a 9, but this cell sees 9, so 9 is here, and then the other one is a 4. In column 8, 1, 6, and 8 are the digits that go into the open cells. This cell sees 1 and 6, so this cell can only contain an 8, and then this cell sees 1, so I can finish off column 8 like this. And then after I place this one, I can get block 6 done. This 6 also completes column 9. For these 3 open cells in block 3, we got the digits 1, 2, and 5 in those 3 cells. And these 2 cells see another 1, so it has to go here. And then this cell sees 5, so 5 has to go here. This is a 2. Points left. Completes block 1. And then we just got 8 open cells left. So this cell sees 3, so it has to go here for this row. This row finishes off with a 2, 2, 7. Okay, it's done. Alright, so I finished today's New York Times hard Sudoku in 14 minutes and 13 seconds. So I did solve this Sudoku puzzle quite quickly today. I think it was quite straightforward in my opinion, but there were some key spots for this puzzle. So there was lots of information from column 4. From column 4, I could place the 8 and 6 quite early on. And then, after that, I think the most key spot for this puzzle, the most key thing to see, is that the 3, 4, 5, 7 quad in block 6. So in block 6, there were 4 open cells, which could only contain 4 digits, and those 4 digits are the same 4 digits. So those 4 cells formed a quad, which eliminated those digits from all other open cells in the same block. So that kind of placed most of the stuff in the middle here, and also column 4. And yeah, and then later on, block 9 was easily done. And yeah, I think those were the most important spots for this puzzle. In my way of approach. Do let me know if you solved this puzzle differently in your own way. It's completely fine. Yeah, everyone solves their Sudoku puzzles differently, and that's completely fine. So if you like, feel free to comment down below your thoughts or your way of approach, or if you have other questions to ask me, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'll be glad to reply you. And yeah, I'll go ahead and end today's video. Today is May 14th, 2024. See you all in tomorrow's New York Times Hard Sudoku Solve. Bye!